Hey guys, so I've found a kind of better place to sit, and this is the unabridged version of the shot that I just made, saying that a narcissistic person, or a toxic individual for that matter, is never going to be happy for you. So by extension, this person is not going to like things that you like. They won't be happy about things that make you happy, and you're going to see this in the example of, if you like a certain genre of music, they won't enjoy it at all. If you like some movies, they won't like them. If you like a certain kind of fashion, if you like certain people, they will just hate everything that they feel brings you joy, because their main intention and their aim is not to make you happy or see you happy or let you be happy of your own devices. It's to make sure that you're sad and you're angry, you're lonely, you're bitter, you're just all these negative things all the time. So if they realize that a certain thing gives you pleasure, they will hate it a lot. And it's I think this is one of the best ways to understand how dark individuals' mind works, because they may not necessarily intrinsically hate these things themselves, but when they realize that these things make you happy and they make you a better person, they're going to hate them because of what they do to you or for you. So it's important to be aware of this, and if you start to notice some of these signs that show that a person doesn't want you to be happy, then honestly, always choose yourself, put yourself first, and that's the best way that you're going to have a happier life, because your happiness shouldn't lie in someone else's hands. And as much as you derive happiness from music or something else, this is something that can't be controlled by a single individual, unless you only listen to a specific artist and they stop making the music that you like. So they'll have stopped giving you happiness. But remember that it's important to be able to take an objective look at your situation, and this is how you can tell that someone doesn't like seeing you happy. If after being with someone for a while, they're going to learn your habits, you're going to learn theirs, there will be patterns all over the place. And at this point, if you start to see that anytime you're engaging in an activity that brings you joy, they start looking for reasons to just spoil things. They act up, they start sulking, they suddenly want to fight, or they're giving you the silent treatment, which is what covert narcissists are champions for. They are going to make sure that you feel their silence, so that you can get distracted from this happiness that you are getting and focus all your attention on them. And when you do that, it's all downhill, because they will make you sad, they will make you angry. Honestly, it's silly, it's almost childish, but it's scary, because they can do it so precisely and so easily. Before you realize what's been going on, I think it's going to take a minute. You don't see it the first time, you may not see it the second time, because there are so many variables. They might have had a bad day at work, you might have done something out of hand, and this is why a toxic person like a narcissist aims to destabilize you, because they know that if you're not sure what went wrong, it will be easier to just make something wrong out of thin air completely. So they're going to use this destabilization, which is why you won't notice it happening right away, because they first have to break you down and shake your world up a bit, so that you can start to doubt yourself, question you. After a few rounds of gaslighting, that's when they will be able to do this more easily, because at the beginning stages, when they are love bombing you, they will act like you are their soulmate, they are your soulmate. They will love everything you love, they will want to do everything that you want to do, they will complete your sentences, they will just act like they're a godsend to you, but they are hell sent, believe me. And So after they've broken you down and messed up with your mind until you don't even know what's happening anymore, obviously you are going to make some attempts at self-preservation, and this means that if you have at least a little love for yourself, if any has remained, sadly, if any has remained by this point, you might start to turn to things that give you happiness, like doing a certain job, or, as I mentioned, watching a certain TV show, singing, just doing things. But they will, over time, as they learn you better, they're going to understand that these things give you happiness, and they divert your attention from them, which is where they want it to stay. So they are going to start doing things like like the ones I mentioned, sulking and just giving you a headache for no good reason. And they will get really good at it over time. They will be able to predict, because they will take you down so low, and they will know that after you've gotten to a certain low, then you start trying to rediscover yourself. And depending on the type of person you are, the type of narcissist they are, the type of relationship that you have with them, they will either switch to love bombing to confuse you, or they're going to try and get you even lower, so that you get shocked into stopping doing whatever it is that's giving you happiness. And it's important that you understand when this starts to happen. So if you are unsure of where you stand in a relationship with someone, try to make yourself happy. Try to make yourself happy when you are not with them. Try to get joy from a source that gives you real joy, that you've been getting joy from before you knew this person, before they came into your life. And be observant. If you start to notice that when you're starting to go towards this activity that you enjoy, then things suddenly just go wrong, and you can't place the specific moment when these things started happening, then they might be a narcissist. And the style of a covert narcissist is what I know best, and a white knight narcissist as well. And for a covert narcissist, their style is going to be trying to sulk. They will give you some sad eyes, some silly sad stories, and they will just try to make the attention on them by aiming for your sympathy. A white knight narcissist, on the other hand, is going to pretend that they're swooping in to save the day. So, as I was saying, a white knight narcissist will pretend that they're saving you, but they're essentially saving you from happiness. They're saving you from yourself, from your true self. They will start giving you advice that you didn't ask for, like telling you how that activity that you're enjoying, it has certain dark origins or a sad repercussion, or someone died from it. They will just act like they are saving you, but they are not. So don't fall for this trap. And this is why it's really important that you understand the type of narcissistic person you're dealing with, because they will present different signs. They will act out in different ways. So in the end, just remember that it doesn't matter what someone says or does, unless you're a psychopath or serial killer and ending people's existences is what gives you joy, then don't let someone take that away from you. It's like it's the only power that you have. At the end of a long and difficult relationship with a narcissistic person, that might be the rope that you can grab to that's going to save you from this person's darkness. So don't ever lose sight of it. Try and perfect it. This is why it's also important to have hobbies, to have friends, and just have a life outside of this relationship with whoever you are in a relationship with. If they're a toxic individual, they won't like it. If they are a healthy individual, then they will be so supportive for it. So it's just, there's no in between. They either like you happy or they hate you happy. And make the right call, because happiness makes you glow. It makes you a better human being to be with. So stay informed and make choices that are going to lead to a brighter and happier life for you. That's it for this video. See you on my next one, and stay safe, stay happy. Guard your happiness, please. Guard it with all you have. Bye.